This is Scott Mason from the Play Like a Jet podcast. And when I was a kid, I used to love eating cereal every morning for breakfast. But unfortunately, as I got older, I realized I couldn't deal with all those carbs and sugars. And so I gravitated away from cereal. But thankfully, Magic Spoon is here to save the day and bring me back to my cereal eating roots. The beauty of Magic Spoon is that there's 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. Only 140 calories per serving. A lot of different flavors. My favorite is Honey Nut, as you can see from this video. It's fantastic. They have plenty of other flavors too. I also love the cocoa. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb. You can't beat that, especially when you're talking about cereal. Click the link below to grab a variety pack and try it today. And be sure to use the promo code PLAJ at checkout, and you'll get $5 off any order. Or go to magicspoon.com/PLAJ. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So click the link below and be like me. Eat cereal for breakfast and have it be healthy cereal that tastes good and you don't have to feel bad about it. Use promo code PLAJ for $5 off or go to magicspoon.com/PLAJ to save $5 today.
What's going on, everybody? It's Luke here from Play Like a Jet, and what a masterclass we witnessed last night from Joe Douglas. He picks not 1, not 2, but 3 impact starters that get the Jets better, not just in 2022, but in the years to come as well. It all started at number 4. It was the crucial pick. I didn't want Ikem Ekwonu. I didn't want a lateral move that could have seen the end of Mekhi Becton, who I rate as one of our best players, one of our most talented prospects we've taken in the last 2 years. There was rumors Aiden Hutchinson might fall. He didn't. Detroit absolutely sprinted the card up. So in the end, the decision was between Sauce Gardner and Kayvon Thibodeaux. Look, in my heart of hearts, Kayvon Thibodeaux was the guy I wanted. But Sauce Gardner was the number 3 prospect in this draft for me. He's one of the most special cornerbacks that I've seen over the last 4 or 5 years of doing this and of making breakdowns. His ability in man press coverage is phenomenal. The way he can jam a receiver to the inside, leverage him outside, utilize the sideline as an extra defender, and then cut them off at the catch point with his 6'2" frame, just phenomenal. I thought he was a can't miss prospect, one of the safest in the draft, but can also be a top 10 corner in the NFL very, very quickly. Sauce was a prudent pick, and it proved everybody wrong in the Jets beat. I can't tell you how many times I had arguments online with people saying the Jets defense and system and scheme, they don't value corners. Have a look at when this system has been successful. Seattle, San Francisco, and also with Jacksonville. All 3 of those teams, they've had an all-pro corner. Jalen Ramsey and then Richard Sherman on 2 occasions. Sauce Gardner, fantastic way to start the draft. I was pumped. And then they got to number 10. I sat down and made a video a couple of days ago and talked about my plan. And 2 guys were there that I talked about, Jameson Williams and then Jermaine Johnson, who we'll get to in a little bit. The Jets did go wide receiver. Joe Douglas and the Jets reportedly actually offered number 10 to San Francisco for Debo. They turned it away. So the Jets still got their wide receiver 1 of the future. They took Garrett Wilson. Now, if you watch my content, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm not the biggest Garrett Wilson fan. But in saying that, he was the 17th player on my board. He was wide receiver 2 or 3, depending on kind of how I stacked him up with Treylon Burks. I don't think this was a tremendous reach. I don't think it was a terrible draft pick. I quite liked it. I liked the philosophy. I liked the strategy. I like giving Zach Wilson a wide receiver 1. Do I think he's going to be Cooper Kupp or Calvin Ridley in year 1? No, I don't think that. But he still can be a great receiver in this league and a great weapon for Zach Wilson very early on in his career. There's nothing that I want more than to be wrong. I think this was a good, not great draft pick, but overall, I sat there going, Sauce and Wilson, what a great day. Joe Douglas was aggressive. He got his guys. He didn't trade down. I'm pretty happy. And then you saw the slide of some of the edge players. George Karlaftis, he slid all the way to 30 to Kansas City, but the guy every Jets fan had their eye on was Jermaine Johnson. And he got to number 20 overall, and that was Pittsburgh's pick. And I knew they were going quarterback. People worried about New England taking him. And I tweeted out asking, would you take Jermaine Johnson now in a trade up? 80% of people said yes. And everyone thought they're going to do it. The Cowboys are going to take him. No, I think he might go to Baltimore. And he kept sliding. And he kept sliding. And then Joe Douglas finally found the trade value. All he had to give up in the Titans trade was a pick swap of 3 third-round picks. The Jets moved back 30 picks in the third round, and then they gave away a 5th. That's it. And they got Jermaine Johnson. They got a guy who, after the draft, Joe Douglas said was in the top 8 of their big board. He was the 9th player on Daniel Jeremiah's big board. The Jets got 3 players in the top 9 of Daniel Jeremiah's big board. They had a phenomenal draft. Jermaine Johnson can set the edge. I said I didn't love him at all at 4. I thought he was a reach. At 10, I was satisfied. I thought it was a solid pick. He was a foundational piece to get 8 to 10 sacks. The Jets got him at 26, man. It was incredible value. I was sitting there at work, absolutely amped. The Jets have set themselves up and still have 38 to attack. What an incredible day for Jets fans. I am so excited. What do they do next? Who's on the board? Nakobe Dean, Travis Jones. Do they double down on wide receiver? I don't think so. Do they look at a guy like Petrie from Baylor, a defensive back that gives them versatility, who can play safety, who can be that nickel backer that Todd Bowles used when he was here? They have so many options. It's so difficult to get this wrong. Joe Douglas was phenomenal. I am absolutely beaming this morning. Great day for Jets fans, and I cannot wait to see what's next for the New York Jets.